Yo guys, welcome back, man. Yesterday was what a day. Huge day for the stream. We hit 1 million views yesterday. Within 24 hours we had hit 15,000 subscribers, and Bitcoin hit an all-time high. I mean, what else can we ask for? Absolutely insane. Huge stream. We had 21,000 views on our video yesterday. That's 3 times more than any video we've ever had. Just crazy, guys. I don't even know what to say. So humbled. Today is the 1st of December, so we're starting a new monthly candle, and man, let me shoot these out quick. I always forget to do this right away. But today's the 1st of December, so I wanted to remind everyone, it is the best day to sign up for Patreon. We're getting these shills out early in the day, early in the episodes. So real quick, if you haven't looked at it yet, take a look at the Patreon. Link is in the chat and pinned to the top of the live chat here right now. Patreon is a great membership, I suppose. Not only does it support the stream, but it is an investment in yourself. Basically, if you're looking to become a better trader, or you're just getting into crypto and looking for some guidance that's more personal than reading kind of I don't know, random videos or articles on the internet about trading, I think Patreon is a great value for you. Check it out. Today's the best day to sign up. We've had massive increases in our Patreon here in the last 2 or 3 weeks. We're up 25, 30 patrons. It's amazing to see so many people investing in themselves. Some of the perks: one-on-one sessions with me, exclusive daily publishes of technical analysis, trade setups, macro market observations, all kinds of great stuff for traders. Check it out. Would love to have you join us. We're growing so fast. We're definitely going to have to make some changes starting in 2021 for new patron signups. So we're not sure exactly the details on that yet. So if you're thinking about it, this is the month to do it. The price for new memberships may go up in January. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but with this growth, we have to figure something out. So that's the little shill here. I'm going to link it one more time. Check it out. And on top of that, let's see. New stream, please hit that like button, guys. You've been doing an amazing job. It's been really killing it. I mean, it showed yesterday more than anything with record-breaking views. The engagement you guys are bringing, so appreciated, so awesome. Really helps our community grow. Heck yeah. So make sure you hit that like button, and you're subscribed to keep up with our daily streams. And finally, and we're moving on to the TA here, I promise, jump in that Discord. If you are not in the Discord yet, it is a vital piece of communication here for the community. You can keep up with our daily lives. You get trade alerts. There's lots of educational content in there, and it's free. So there you go. So jump in, and we're gonna start up here. Today we're doing something a little bit different for the. In lieu of a patron warm-up today, we've set up a room in the patron chat on Discord. I'm going to be taking pretty much just questions and reading that chat, at least for the beginning of this episode. And then once we're done with the kind of going through Bitcoin chart, then we'll jump back to the regular chat. So I guess that's another little perk. You can join in, and guys on Patreon who are on that chat, don't be shy. I'm going to do my best to keep up with it while I go through this. So here we go, getting into the TA. Thanks for being here, everybody. Also, I see there's already 100-ish people here. Amazing numbers. So humbling what's been going on lately. So yeah, let's take a look at the TA. New day, new chart. That's how we roll here. So let's take a look. November closing undeniably as the highest monthly candle. Doesn't matter what you factor in here. This is the highest close. It is mind-blowing, the strength behind that rally that we saw, honestly, in October through November, but especially in November. I mean, holy crap. What kind of gain do we look? It's 43, 44% in a month. I mean, this is not the Bitcoin that we have been seeing since 2018. This is a energized, angry, bullish Bitcoin, and it is so exciting. Like, just so exciting to see this again. Really, sell pressure in the market is just vacant. I don't know where it went. We can speculate. We can speculate that Grayscale and PayPal are really eating up supply here, leaving pretty much everything else, and whether it be retail or institution, not a lot to work with if they're looking to enter the market, and it's showing in price action. So, highest monthly close, amazing. We take a look at our indicators here. We see MACD, obviously not having any issues with this monthly, as it is not showing signs of momentum waning, really just acceleration on acceleration, and it is mind-blowing. It's something we have been looking at, and we need to continue looking at. Is if we look back to the high in 2017 on the MACD and on RSI, we have the same issue. And we can look at both at once. We do have these pesky swing highs on both MACD and RSI that we have not reached yet, despite closing candles higher. So the same setup is what we've been talking about for, I feel like, ever now. Bitcoin has really two decisions here. It needs to make some very strong moves to the upside to create new highs on RSI and MACD, or it's going to then paint bearish divergence on the monthly. That's really where we're at now, because previously this wasn't an issue. We had eclipsed 2019, but now that we're closing candles higher than 2017, this is our next target. We had that same issue. We can just point it out quickly here, with these highs in 2019. We have these swing highs. Price was higher, and we can see even back in October we were being threatened with this local bearish divergence potential. Blew through it, and we have not really looked back. So while we're in that same scenario, this is a good one. It suggests that we may see some very large indicator moves to the upside here to invalidate that, potentially as we start into this bull market. So there's definitely some stuff to be weary of. However, with what's been going on, I'm not worried. We've seen that same setup echo through every time frame. Now it's at the last final one. There is nothing else really to worry about. It's amazing, guys. So monthly looking strong. If we'll talk about our projection here as we go through, but not too many levels here now on the monthly. We have really, this is it. We have that 13,860. We've been watching for this forever, and man, really no chill. Really no chill. Been waiting and watching for it, and price just keeps moving up. This is just the exact same situation that we've had since March on the sell-off to 3,800. Huge move to the downside, caught almost everyone out of position, and since has had just no consideration. Giving 0 Fs for
Hold me, Tom. I'm scared of the bears. Hope everyone has a great day.
And what was that? I got my setup different. Karma, Karma, what's up, man? You're scared of the bears, dude. You can't be scared. There's no fear. You can't have fear. Can't have fear in this market. You can only have calmness. But thank you for the 5, Karma. You better be in the Discord chat. I don't know if you are. All these different names between YouTube and Patreon gets me all confused. So yeah, quick re-shout out. If you're a patron, get into the live stream patron chat room. for the start of this episode so that I see your messages. But appreciate it, brother. No fear, man. Same situation since March. That's what I was getting at. We keep making these moves up. We keep expecting a pullback, and we really haven't gotten it. Overnight, we've confirmed a new all-time high, and we're going to look. I haven't actually looked on every exchange, but Coinbase, that's the one I was waiting for, confirmed. This for me is as good as it gets. Yesterday I was a little skeptical, you know, guys. I'm always bullish, but a little skeptical, not seeing Coinbase and other spot exchanges put in new all-time highs. And last night we did, I guess, the first day of December, setting us up for a very interesting end of the year here. We see that Coinbase traded all the way up to 19,915, breaking through its previous all-time high of 19,891. Awesome. Just pure awesome. Let me see if I can quickly find, though I have 1,000 tabs up, I don't know if I'll be able to. Here we go. All right, so yesterday we had looked at this chart with that had what we are considering the only spot exchanges, though I'm still open to arguments on other exchanges being spot. But what we see is yesterday we had a double top. That's gone on Coinbase, and yesterday on Gemini we had arguably a lower high. Actually, Gemini still not confirming. Man, screw you, Gemini. That I was all like, hey man, it's all super confirmed. Gemini still being a butt, trading only up to 19,940 and having an all-time high at 19,9999. I really don't have anything to say about it. I can't really explain this away. Simply Gemini not following suit yet. I will say Gemini had the highest swing high in 2017 of any of these spot exchanges, coming the closest to 20,000. You know what I can actually say here confidently? Never mind, I take it back. While it didn't actually make a new all-time high, so we're 3 for 4. That's still good. Better than 2 for 2, and Coinbase is my favored one. Gemini is very low volume. And what I will say is, while it didn't actually break that 19,999, it did have the highest swing high out of all the spot exchanges. We see Bitstamp at 19,918, Kraken at... I'm ruined again. Kraken at 19,947. Dang it. So I thought I had the highest swing high, slightly lower than Kraken, but its swing high still higher than Coinbase despite not being an all-time high. So I guess our eyes are gonna go to Kraken now, waiting for Kraken to follow, or Gemini, waiting for Gemini to follow suit with all the other spot exchanges. I think that's likely, and as we get into the TA here, we'll see if it's giving us those signals we're looking for. Strong hodl, absolutely. I really do not recommend trading at this level. I still don't, despite what I believe to be the most likely outcome here. I still just don't think the risk to reward is there. There will be other trades, and often, as unexciting as it is, often no trade is the best trade, and that's what I'm seeing here. So on the weekly, when we zoom in, we are seeing we did have a new high. However, we have 5 days left in this weekly candle, and we have not yet had the highest weekly close in history for on the weekly. We did on the monthly, so it would logically follow suit that the weekly will come eventually as well. 5 days to go, looking all right. Let's take a look at our indicators though. Absolutely monstrous. Monstrous, man. MACD on the weekly showing no signs of chill. Of course, tackling that same issue we saw on the monthly, looking to eclipse the 2017 high to avoid bearish divergence. But what's nicer about the weekly here is it's actually not as in danger as the monthly is of that bearish divergence, because we haven't had a candle close higher than in 2017. We did on the monthly, not on the weekly. So at the moment, not as threatened by that scenario, but still something we need to keep in the back of our minds, at least, that the weekly will have to close higher than 19. What is it? 19.2? I have too many freaking tags on here already. 19,387. So in the next 5 days, we're going to be keeping an eye out for that. Same setup, of course, on RSI. Looking for a higher swing high, and for versus 2017, 2019 in great condition. And honestly, this is not a bad looking move. We have shot up into this overbought range. And as I say a lot of the time, I think that overbought and oversold conditions are wildly misunderstood, especially in crypto. This is a solid looking move. We see it up into the overbought and pulled back, but this pullback was so slight. If we look back to 2017 and 16, we see that trips up to this oversold or overbought area are very common. And so pulling back a little bit is not bad. Really what we're looking for is higher lows on RSI and higher highs. So setup is fine here. Let's take a look. We're not really going to get anything from our indicators simply because price has escaped so far from the medium or the average of the previous candles here. So indicators are likely to just be topped out, and lagging indicators likely nowhere near price. So yeah, with that retest to the weekly support at 16,174, that seemed to set us up for this move to the all-time high. That's great price action. That really is solid bullish price action. The response to support with a flood of buyers coming in, you really can't ask for more. It's wonderful what we're seeing here. So on the daily, we have some interesting things. I'm just going to pull up the chart here. Fresh new chart. Get rid of some of that noise. As we have been following the Ichimoku cloud, whether you understand exactly what you're looking at here or not, doesn't really matter. It's very visual. What you can take away just by looking at this right now, being a visual indicator, you're likely on the right track, even if you have no idea what's going on. So we've been following this TK line, this neon green, as pretty much this local rallies guideline. We were saying we're looking for candle closes above and to find support on it. We did sell off on the 26th of November, as we looked at yesterday, right down to the TK line or KJ line. This is the longer time frame, arguably stronger, more important line that Ichimoku cloud indicator creates, and we've in yesterday's price action moved back above to that new all-time high and sold off. And while I'm sure people were spooked by that sell-off, the daily is really not telling us there's nothing to worry about. Look at where this sold off to. Perfect. Virtually perfect. Let's actually get the exact value, so I'm not just spitting numbers out. 18,119. And the daily TK, 18,057. If we get today's close in this formation with this nice bottom wick, I will confidently say that that is the TK on the daily defending price in this bullish trend. That's a great sign. The Kaijun, the KJ down here was defended. We had also multiple factors here as well, as we discussed yesterday, that we can really just touch on in 1 second here. Where are ya? 16,175 is the weekly support. The daily Kaijun KJ right here, and even cooler, we have the daily Bollinger Bands, the middle band also acting as support. There's so much convergence or confluence, whatever. There's so many things right here on that sell-off that that made it not so spooky. Lots of reasons for support, and it played out, so the TA was definitely respected. But I'm going to say shout out to JD for pointing this out to me this morning. Great eye. This is an awesome, awesome site. Clearly the market has no interest in lagging behind. It's saying that the trend we've been on, the highs and the lows in the last, kind of looking on the left, 26 to 52 candles, that we are not interested in slowing down. That's essentially what this means when we have price above the cloud and above these two lines. This trend is still intact despite this sell-off, and to see it bounce off this more reactive, shorter time frame line shows that maybe momentum is still going to be increasing. We look at the MACD and we see that that's still true as well. We had a flip to selling momentum. However, in the last 1, 2, 3 days, today not confirmed, but the last 3 days, we've seen that selling momentum wane, and the response to that was a new all-time high. That shows some serious buying pressure in the market. Some serious players looking to scoop up coins, man. It's exciting. RSI is not so pretty. It hasn't been. I don't have an explanation for it. RSI continues to be ugly on some of these smaller time frames, though. On the longer time frames, still looking fine. But we can see that this touch to the all-time high, the new all-time high, man, that's going to take time to get used to, was not a very high swing in RSI. That is bearish divergence. That is bearish divergence if we don't see more buyers come in and price continuing to be pushed up. Bearish divergence on the daily is not a good sign. Definitely not. But so far, and I think it is a reasonable, in my opinion, it's reasonable to say, if you are scared and looking for a stop for a short-term position, a close again under this daily TK, or maybe even just a move underneath it, is not a terrible spot to look for a stop. That might suggest that momentum is slowing down via the Ichimoku cloud indicator. And yes, guys, I am checking in on it. I'm just terrible at multitasking. Let's see. Did anybody ask any questions or anything? People are short. If you're short, you got some short action, so hopefully that played out. Good. You have your main stack that you don't trade. That is the best. Ray Ram, new patron. Shout out to you, brother. This is the room, Karma. Yeah. Yes. I see. Yeah, always, if you're gonna trade this area at all, guys, in my opinion, you gotta have that side. You know, I always recommend 2 portfolios, kind of like a hodl portfolio that is the majority of what you have, and then a smaller portfolio for trading where you can try to get some gains, you know, try to add to your stacks, but doesn't leave you in the position to be totally out. So yeah, we can get into that more later, but what does bearish divergence on the daily mean? On 1 day mean? So, good question, Juliet. I will go, I'll give you a little 30-second kind of thing here, because I don't want to get too into that. We have a lot to talk about. So what we see, divergence is essentially when price and indicators aren't agreeing with each other. And so we can see that here on RSI, and we don't see that on MACD because these are giving us pretty different signals. And so here's where the disagreement is. If we look at the 24th of November and we look up to our RSI, we see that the highest point up here was about 80 on RSI. And then yesterday's close, which was a higher candle, so price increased, we see that RSI didn't make it as far up, or wasn't pushed as high as the 24th. So we call this a divergence. Because it's on the highs, it's a bearish divergence. The reason for that is indicator and price aren't in agreement. They're saying different things. When price moves up to a new high, we would expect our indicators also to move up to a new high. If we saw that, there wouldn't be any divergence, as we saw, let's say here. on the 27th and the 5th and 4th of November, we saw a high on our RSI and actually a higher high, which agrees with price. That's no divergence, so there's nothing really there. Here on the 1 day, because these highs are lower, that's considered a bearish divergence. It's not a good sign for continuation. However, it's important to note that this isn't necessarily locked in yet. This daily candle is not done and can still move up. This is not confirmed, but this is a potential bearish divergence forming, and that's because we have higher highs in price, yet we don't see that reflecting on our indicators. So that's what bearish divergence is. And if that isn't a good enough explanation for you, I definitely will touch base with you on it specifically after the show for sure. But good question. Basically, anytime you see price and indicators not agreeing with each other, meaning not really moving in the same way, you should absolutely look for divergence, whether it be bullish or bearish. And that's something we always do here. So daily TK defending price, I love to see this. This is a great sign. We've been using this for days and days and days now, and it's awesome to see it's still intact. So what else? JD threw me another bone this morning, and I love it. The 4 hour. The 4 hour is almost always a butt. We're almost always seeing weird signals there that don't really line up and are a little confusing. And today we're seeing some cool / some really welcomed signs on the 4 hour. So actually, Juliet, to answer your question doubly, is always hard to see when I try to do these two at once. So let's see, right here on the 24th on the 4 hour, we see that swing high on RSI right here above it. All line. Let's see kind of what I mean. There we go. We can see this high and this high. This was the previous highest close. And now we have a higher close yesterday over here. Let's do that same thing with the lines here. Why can't I draw straight lines today? There we go. Up here, we see that there is agreement. So this is different than what we saw on the daily. The daily price and RSI were moving differently, and on the 4 hour they're not. Locally, between these two highs, there's no problem. We had a higher high in price and a higher high in RSI. That is what I call, I don't know if this is a real term, but I'm always making up terms. No divergence. And that's a good sign. It's a good sign if you're worried about a reversal from a bearish to or bullish to bearish trend. No divergence on the highs is the best you can ask for, because they're moving in the same way. They're acting as expected. If we had gotten a lower high, so if this RSI actually only went to here and came down, then we would have that same bearish divergence as we do on the daily. All right. So no divergence locally on the highs here. Yes, we do looking back, but this has been the case for a long time, and I'm beginning to really reinforce in my mind the significance of what I call local divergence, meaning the closest to highs in this case, or the closest to lows. So these would be local. I don't know if that's actually a thing either, but I'm seeing the significance of this more and more and more actually as time goes on. The 4 hour has some cool stuff though. No, that wasn't any of it. So what we see on the 4 hour, also our buddy Ichimoku throwing us bones again. That same wick low that bounced the daily TK back here, or yeah, that same swing low here that the daily defended. On the 4 hour, we see that the Kaijun on the 4 hour did the same thing. Price hit there, and look at that buying response. That buying response is absolutely nutty. This candle was bought up 6.5% in the candle. It sold off 6.8% and then almost completely retraced. That is buying pressure for sure. we are seeing a string of red candles here, so I can understand why that might be confusing. TA isn't perfect, but that is showing interest in buying. That's showing the bulls unwilling to give back these levels, despite these red candles here that have followed it. This is still a good sign, especially with this high volume. So there's actually more here on the 4 hour. I know you're like, well, how could there be more? Bollinger Bands, man. Just again, we're just getting, I don't know if we're lucky or what. That candle that bounced here on the 4 hour off the Kaijun, the next candle sold off again, and look at this touch. Look at this beautiful 4 hour touch to the Bollinger Band here. Beautiful. Within $1, I don't know. Very, very close. It's so, this is 2 touches in a row to it, both of which have resulted in buying. Looks like bulls are defending this middle Bollinger Band. And as we say, virtually every bounce off of the Bollinger Band in the middle, or every rejection from the Bollinger Band, if it's in the inverse scenario, if we were rallying and sold off, these tend to be strong moves. They tend to offer good entries, at least for positions relative to the time frame you're looking at. So the 4 hour, not a terrible one. That's a decent sized time frame. The fact that it was tested twice and resulted in buying is absolutely a bullish sign in my mind. As this progresses and we do see selling continuing here, we are going to look to see if we get that result again. If we close, if we continue selling off on these 4 hours and we close a candle underneath this, then we're going to start looking at a more bearish scenario, more bearish case, likely to send us back to the bottom of the bands, currently at 17.3, but we're not there yet. We don't have bearish divergence locally here, and so I don't think that's the most probable. If we do test this again, I do expect a bounce, but that's a great actionable signal here given to us from Bollinger Bands, from technical analysis, is we've had 2 really strong responses. If we see that response fail and candles start closing underneath here, likely it's time to start looking for downside targets again, at least for, on the 4 hour. So I would say my rule of thumb is 10 candles. 10 candles is typically when I look to see pretty much anything play out in technical analysis. It doesn't matter what time frame. So that would take us into tomorrow, or the 3rd. Yeah. So watch this 4 hour closely today, especially if you're scalping or unsure of your position. That is at 18,677. Very cool. I love it when we see our indicators agreeing with each other, and that's pretty much what we're seeing here on Ichi and Bollinger Bands. It's like we defended the Kaijun, and now we've defended this 20 moving average or middle Bollinger Band. That is pretty bullish, man. This is a great sign to see. It absolutely is. Thank you again, JD, for shooting me those this morning. I was super groggy. Yesterday was a long day. Let's see, what are you guys saying over here? Oh, cool. Really well explained. You don't have to flatter me if it wasn't. I can go into it with you later. I think there's a good risk reward. Starting to short here. Sure, there definitely could be. Ray Ram, I would look for, like I was just saying, I would look for a 4 hour to close under the 20 moving average. Now that's going to be a great sign, and actually what may make even getting all jumbled up today. What might make an even better entry to a short is if we do start seeing, seeing price or continue to sell off. We do close a candle under this 20 moving average on the 4 hour. What might offer a really great position is if the 50 moving average on the 4 hour actually acts as support. I'm going to color these and make more sense out of this. If we do see a candle close under the 20 and we see the 50 moving average, which is just below it, act as support, what we may see is a great short opportunity if price moves back up to that 20 and then rejects. That could be a wonderful, that's potentially a wonderful entry into a short position if that's what you're looking for. That would be really pretty epic to pull this off. Might be a monstrous short. Probably ride that all the way to the bottom of the bands. And again, this isn't necessarily what I'm saying is going to happen. This is a hypothetical. But that would be a great technical entry, at least for a 4-hour position. So likely only to really play out for the next day and a half-ish. But yeah, that would be pretty good. So if you're looking for a short. We did talk about, and I know a lot of the patrons are new, so they probably missed some of these posts, is we did talk about when we hit 20,000, or when we hit the all-time high, what we kind of expect. So I don't think you were here, Ray. I think you're new. I think you're new this month, and welcome, by the way. This really would have been the optimal short, though I have been saying I really don't think you should trade this range, or in my opinion, I'm not trading it. I don't think anyone else should either, because this volatility is awesome, and to get caught in the wrong position right here could be disastrous. So certainly use caution in any new positions you're taking here. I personally am just hands off, waiting to see this resolve. I would rather wait for this sell-off, if we get one, to happen, and that is our projection, which we'll look at next. I'd rather personally wait for that and then look just to add fiat at these major support levels below us versus honestly risking any of my position being caught out right now. But that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents. Yeah, 4-hour. I like it. 4-hour rarely do I like what the 4-hour looks like. And the interaction between this 20 and 50 here is rather bullish. It looks as if the 20 was really not interested or rejects crossing under the 50 here. Did not spend much time underneath. Let's see, is there anything interesting on these? Not really. Not really at all. No. No. So quickly, let's look at maybe the hour, and then we'll get to the normal scheduled program. 1 hour. Wow, I didn't see this. This is all new. I haven't looked at this at all. 1 hour, 100 moving average. That's a perfect bounce there. We do see that on the hourly, the 100 is crossing the 200. This is technically a bullish cross or a golden cross. But let's zoom in, because is this a valid one? This is a little sketch. Okay, it is valid, at least to the Tom Crown trading book. It is valid. The 200 is moving up. It's actually hard to see though. When you flatten it's kind of difficult to determine if that's moving up or down. So we're going to stretch the scale here, and we see that 200 is definitely still moving up and crossing bullish with the 100. So that is a bullish cross on the 1 hour from the 100 and 200 moving averages. And we see the 50 potentially acting as some support and resistance here. Nice. We had a touch here that sold off very, very weakly. A touch here that bounced it very weakly. This is gonna be a player here for any kind of scalping going on. Looking for this hourly candle in the next 7 minutes. Would like to see that close above the 50 moving average here. And we see that is maybe coming, as price has moved back up above it already. And on the hour, what else do we have? Looking good. Here's something that I'm very happy to see. Wow. Unexpected, but very, very happy to see here. For this clutter. On the 1 hour, not showing any issues with this high. This new all-time high on Coinbase, unarguably the highest point in RSI that we see locally, at least. That's excellent. That's the issue we were kind of scoping out and being aware of on the weekly and monthly. And the 1 hour doesn't have that issue. That's great. That's wonderful. I almost expected it at this point because we've seen it over and over and over again. Beautiful. Beautiful. MacD, what are you looking like, buddy? What are you? I don't need Stotch. Get out of here. Nice. Also, on MacD, we could absolutely have some potential bullish divergence on these lows here. This was pretty powerful swing to the selling momentum. Previous lows near price are all, yeah, they're all actually higher than where these candles closed, despite having much weaker or much smaller swings to the selling momentum. So this could be a 1 hour bullish divergence painting as well, especially because this is a lower time frame. In the higher time frames, I'm a little more relaxed about this, but on the lower time frames, I absolutely want to see this MACD flip back to the positive side before I'll confirm that in my mind. So that's important. Important. We see that, yeah, it's mirrored on RSI as well. This point right here, not the lowest point in price.
Our LTC chart incoming.
Diamond chart on. Ew, Justin Cully. What's up, my man? Yeah, we can. I'll take a look at LTC here. Because actually, in fact, I'm pretty much done with Bitcoin. There's I just wanted to go over the projection first. Let me get through. We're doing a little different of an episode today, but thank you, brother, for the donation. We will look at LTC. Hopefully you'll stick around for just a few minutes here while I finish up, and we'll get to that. So yeah, 1 hour has some possible bullish stuff. What I do like about it, kind of recap what we just talked about, is we did see that, you know, we were talking, where's the selling? Where's the rejection? This what, like, we're not getting rejections, though we're so close to a new all-time high. And literally right in the candle as we do get that rejection. The fact that this did not sell off in a way stronger manner, to me, is very, very solid. This is a sell-off for ants, man. This is, what, is it even 10%? I don't even think it's 10%. I actually don't know. Let's see. 9%. I know that that sounds like a lot, but it definitely isn't. Like this rejection here, 16-17%. This, okay, here's the difference, because there's a lot of new people here, a lot of new faces lately. I gotta keep remembering to explain things that I just take for granted. This was not really a rejection. I said this live while we were here, and the reason being is we hit this high. It was a double top. Double tops, double bottoms are pretty weak in general for reversal, in my opinion. But the fact that price on the hourly here just kind of, you know, just descending channel, really no momentum at all. That's not a rejection. We did get this sell-off when we broke support, and so a lot of people I could see being confused and thinking that's a rejection. But it's not. This is a rejection. This is what we were looking for. If we had gotten this, so that would look more like that, straight down. That's what would have spooked me there. Yes, we did get it here on the all-time high touch, or new all-time high touch, but the fact that it was almost immediately supported, if that's what the bears got, if that's what ammo the bears have at a new all-time high, selling pressure is even more vacant than I imagine. This is not it. This is not it, man. The catastrophic scenario of the rejection here, where things look really bad, would have likely been something like this. We would have seen a quick recovery. Like you kind of see here, if we hadn't had this slow period, see a quick recovery bounce and then just sell off again, and we would actually have increasing momentum. We would see the second sell off would be sharper and more violent than the first. It's still, I guess, in play here. You know, we could see something like that, but this just isn't the pressure that I would expect. This doesn't faze me for a second. This is nothing. This is just kind of, in my opinion, what we've been seeing, these 10% pullbacks. It's really just a liquidation hunt. It's, you know, you'll see 10% a lot in crypto. You know, you can call it manipulation, call it whatever you want, but really the importance of that 10% I can draw is that 10% plus or minus. Either way, when you have a 10% move, what you're doing is you're liquidating all margin positions that were opened with 10x or more leverage. So really cutting deep into leverage trading with these 10% moves. That's my take on that. So let's look at the projection one more time. This was shared with patrons moons ago, just kidding, a few days ago, I guess, on this sell-off in November. And these were the 3 scenarios that I saw as possible. 3 scenarios. The green being the scenario I thought, and I'm still gonna have to stick with it, is most probable. The white scenario, the white arrows here, as the second most probable, and the blue is the least probable. Well, that's the trick about probability. The most probable thing doesn't always play out. The least probable thing sometimes plays out, but it plays out the least. So I'm still sticking with this green. I still think that we see a stronger sell-off down to back test our major monthly support at 13,864. That projection, you know, we buying it back here when price was at 11, 12 or something thousand, 12,000, 13, way back here in October. And that projection actually was supposed to look like this. We're looking for a move up, and this was back when this seemed like hopium. We were looking for a move up to 17.2. We overshot that clearly and hit the all-time high. So the projection might be invalid. I'll consider it invalid if this blue arrow, if this blue projection plays out. It hasn't yet, but then what it was looking for is it was looking for that 13.8 into the first quarter of 2021, and then in the second quarter to see this green arrow, this green trajectory play out and really kick off the bull market. So in my opinion, this is still valid. It is old though. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. It doesn't bother me. No one's right all the time. But this projection has done us dang well. Sure, it said 17.2. It overshot it. Maybe it's playing out faster than expected. Maybe it's not playing out at all. But really, until I see it invalidated, I'm gonna stick with it. It called this upward movement when really people were not expecting it. Now, in hindsight, it's like, well, yeah, because we just have a new all-time high. You got to remember, this was back when people were not expecting it. Now, in hindsight, it's like, well, yeah. You got to remember, this was back when, I guess I'd say if we see a weekly candle kind of close at a new high, yeah, it's out of the window. But for now, I'm still sticking with this. I'm still sticking with this 13. With that said, and I say to the patrons too, and I posted this, I do believe this is the most probable. However, I'm not going to trade it. I just want you guys to be aware of what scenarios I see playing out here. And I don't think I don't recommend anyone trades it. This, the downside reward here is not worth, in my opinion, the risk of it not happening in that less likely scenario playing out. Because think about it, you have, what? Sure, it's a nice move to the downside. 30% if you played it perfectly, you know, 30% perfectly. So, sure, 30%, that's a great gain, right? Yeah. That's, in my opinion, pretty much the drawdown. I don't think there's really anything underneath that. I don't see a probability of going lower. But what's the upside? What's the potential upside you miss? There, you know, anything. I'm not saying it's going to quintillion or whatever number this is, but the upside is question mark. There's no way to know. What happened to my chart here? Yeah, that's weird. There we go. Scale got messed up. So it's like a 30% gain to a question mark loss, and to me, I don't like those odds. So take it how you will. Take it how you will. It's just a dangerous place to trade. You know, you could have spent the last 3 years accumulating a great portfolio and locked in tons of gains in the bear market. I hope you did. But a wrong move right here, a wrong move potentially right into the foot of a bull market can change that. It can take it from all this effort and time and good trades you put in, and it can just take it all away from you in one move. It's not worth it. All this effort and time. If you absolutely have to, if you really do want to play this, if you do feel bullish, I mean, or bearish, go for it. Just personally, I would recommend just be very aware of your position. Be very aware of your position sizing. You do not want to get caught out in the event, and again, in my opinion, the least likely scenario of this. You don't want to get caught out. You don't want to get caught short. You really don't even want to get caught in fiat, because there's no resistance above us. We have broken the last resistance that exists in Bitcoin. Once it starts putting in candles above, closing candles above, there is no guarantee of anything. There's no guarantee of anything. There's no more resistance. Sure, these projections, you know, I'm thinking 23,000 if we do move up here without a pullback to this 13 level. But that doesn't mean it's going to. There's no resistance here. That doesn't mean it's going to move back down or anything. There's no resistance. This is just a fib level measured move. There's nothing saying it couldn't just keep going. So just be very careful, guys. You guys know I really just care about everybody, and I want everyone to do well, and that's my honest opinion. Just be careful. Be super careful. Let me catch up here for a second. Let me catch up here. Sorry guys, I had this great idea of trying to read the patron chat in the beginning, and I'm just terrible at multitasking. Okay. Yeah, that's karma. I see what that's a good point. Yeah, this is not a bad place, you know, to hedge your portfolio. This is, I always talk about that. That's what leverage is for, is hedging. 20,000, that's not a terrible place to hedge especially if you're concerned, but it has to be hedging at 20,000 does not mean putting your whole portfolio on high leverage short. That's not hedging at 20,000 does not mean putting your whole portfolio on high leverage short. That's not hedging. Not that you're suggesting that, you definitely didn't, but I think that's what a lot of people kind of immediately jump to when they think of leverage trading or hedging. Hedging for me, if I was going to play this, and I just simply am not, because I believe in Bitcoin at this point. I always have, but I'm just not worried about it either way. Even if it does come down to here, I'll probably take the limit orders that I have in this area. Actually, I don't have any in that area. Limit orders that are still active here, and I may just move them up to that 13.8, and I'll just eat a little bit of a loss on some of the profit I took these and buy them here. But even if I did, I would look to do very small calculated percent, you know, pretty much accepting, you know, if I said I'm going to go 1%, accepting that I'm okay with it being liquidated, it's a hedge, I'm kind of sacrificing 1%, willingly in order to protect against that 30%.
There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. There's no knowing where we're rowing or which way the river's flowing.
Which way the river's flowing. I still have Litecoin up, by the way, Justin. I hope you're still here. Alex, spitting out the poetry. Thank you for the 5, bro. Fiction, we are going. There's no knowing where we're rowing or which way the river's flowing. I mean, you could probably look at a river and I'm playing. Thank you, Alex. Wrap it up. Let me just jump through my charts here quick. I think so. All right, let me read the patron chat here and answer any of these questions that might be unanswered. And other chat. So let's see. Ooh, Barris weekly Bollinger Band. Yeah, I did not look at that for y'all. As always, I know there's a lot of new people every day joining. It's awesome, guys. I'd love to have it. Love to have you guys here. Trying to learn about this stuff and be able to do your own research in the sense of a chart. So the middle Bollinger Band, if you're new, you may not have heard of this. We talk about it all the time. Signal, our first macro bullish signal after the sell-off in September. We caught that in a live episode. And since then, we have said, this is our guide for the bull run. The reason being is we see historically in bull runs. God, I hate how that gets goofy. Historically in bull runs, that's true. We see tests and bounces off of that weekly middle Bollinger Band, occasionally wicking below, but we don't have really any candle closes below it on the weekly. But it's so consistent. We see test after test after test. Those tests are always bought up with strength. And honestly, what's interesting is as soon as we skipped that test, we did our blow off top. In 2019, we see we had a huge, powerful rally, but we didn't get any tests. Then price traded sideways. The second there was any selling under that band, we were back into a bearish market. It's almost undeniable. So 2019 lacked these bullish retests of this 20 moving average or middle Bollinger Band on the weekly. And so what we do is pretty much every day, we go and look to see, or certainly every week, we go to see where it is now. 12,890. Interesting. It's really moving up fast. That's not really a value that we're looking for, but we do expect retests to this 20 on the weekly as we continue, provided we continue into a bull market, which I think is the most probable scenario at this point. We are going to, look for retests, and I have been speculating what we're looking for is pay attention to this weekly 20 MA or middle Bollinger Band. You can find it either way, and pay attention to when it crosses this 13.840 and 846. Pay attention to when it crosses there. If we are going to get that scenario play out that I think is the probable one, I think it is likely that we'll see that 20 moving average on the weekly cross that 13.8, and I think that is a likely time to test that level. It makes sense. Nothing, Bitcoin doesn't have to do anything, but it would make sense to see something like that. I don't know. Doesn't have to happen. Could be fast, could be slow. But those two things converging, I've long speculated now, might be when we see that retest. So keep an eye out. Good reminder. Good reminder, Barris. It's good to have you, man. Shout out to Barris. Shout out to all of our new guys. We got like a flurry of new patrons. Jaron, Blue Ringed, AJ, Ramon, Joel, and Chris Cat last night with the annual membership, champion. It's awesome to have you guys. These are literally the new patrons since yesterday. We are blowing up. Did I miss anyone else's questions? Ichi Band and Bull ready. Ichi and Bollinger Band. Yeah, I love when anything overlaps. Any whether it be horizontals or moving averages or anything. I love when indicators are in agreement and overlapping. Really seems both attractive and strengthening to those price levels. Huh. Yeah, also patrons, the patron bot, the thing that assigns the roles, is very weird. It gets very sketch on the first day of the month, so if you don't have your role or it took it away, feel free to shoot me and I'll certainly just add it back for you. So you got it back. Okay, Austin, added yours back. So weird. Those patrons so buggy about this. It's only on the first of the month they have huge issues. They had to shoot me a message. See, did I get everyone else? You guys should probably at me in that room. That makes it a lot easier for me to sort through. Stream is still lagging. Lagging. Let me close. I can close these windows and stuff. All right. Well, I think we got all the questions. Feel free to still at me in there, patrons, throughout this episode. But now I'm going to switch back to the. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Yeah, it's just a nice, as we grow, this makes sense to kind of do some more group stuff, etc. So there's more. Oh wow, we got a bunch of bots, and it looks like it's probably crashing our stream. Oh my. Great. Great, oh great. Let's see. Alright, we are not receiving enough video to maintain 21,000 viewers. Certainly do not, because we only have 3,000 views so far. I don't know why people do this, but if you're out there, whoever's doing this, please don't do this. I don't want your bots. I want your bots in the chat.
This is some great tie. You've got my like and sub.
Bot DDoS. 21k viewers. Yeah, well, I don't think they're real, but yo, Mr. Golem. The Golem. Yeah, this is definitely lagging. Are you guys lagging? LTC Diamond Top. Yeah, Justin, I haven't missed you. I promise. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. I haven't. You know what? I'll one up you here, and I'll pull up LTC specifically so I can't forget. Because fair enough, I forget. All right, we have 23,000 likely not real people viewing. I don't know why. I'm not sure what we should do here. I don't know if I should end the stream to get rid of them, or I don't know. They're clearly not real because, dude, well, first of all, there's not even 24,000 people watching crypto stuff right now on YouTube, I'd bet. At least not live. And second, the rate at which they joined was not realistic. And yeah, I can see the playbacks, and so there's 22,000 viewers, yet only 3,500 playbacks. So that's not possible. That means they're not actually viewing. But yeah, guys, here's a good lesson. Justin, I promise, still haven't forgotten. Here's a good lesson on. Yeah, dude, these bots are probably lagging the stream out a bit. Although it should be healthy now. I just got an alert from YouTube that it's healthy, this stream. So if you're still lagging, go ahead and hit the refresh button. That might help. I know if you did it before, but hit the refresh button. So here's a great lesson on game theory in Bitcoin, which is super important and it's super relevant. So why are there 20,000 bots here all of a sudden? I don't want them here. But let's use our brains here. This is outside of technical analysis. Could be, of course, random chance. Could be. Or it could be someone who has a crazy amount of bots for whatever reason they have, looking to manipulate the metrics for crypto viewership, crypto activity in general. That is a metric that people, not everyone, but some people pay attention to, and a lot of algorithms pay attention to, such as how many Twitter posts are being, created per minute with the word Bitcoin or crypto or things in it. How many views, how many searches on Google for the word Bitcoin. These are metrics that certainly some algorithmic trading factors in. I think you can also say it's something that people might factor in, just subconsciously. But it is a very, I'm guessing, cheap way for them to manipulate those metrics for whatever reason. I'm not going to speculate whether that means they're looking to pump it or dump it or anything like that. But usually it does mean something interesting's coming. Usually it means either something's interesting's coming, or they're maybe trying to, how I was saying Bitcoin likes a cloak. Maybe they're trying to cloak something else, drawing attention away. There's a lot of different possibilities. But this doesn't happen too often. And I will say this does happen more often during big moves, during really crazy stuff going on. It does. But yeah. We hit 30,000. Hey man, I feel like I should send a message to YouTube about it, but I've done it before. They don't, like, I don't know. They don't really do anything. They're like, thanks for writing us. I don't know. YouTube does a good job removing the bot views and stuff, so. But yeah, game theory here, guys. It could be random chance. Or it could be someone trying to manipulate metrics on crypto. Think about it. Alright, Justin. I got you, buddy. I didn't forget. Yeah, of course. This is what always happens. And what annoys me is that the bots never like the stream. They never subscribe. And I don't even think they give the stream a view. So I get no gain out of it. If anything, it kind of hurts our stream. Because it looks shady. It looks shady. We didn't get a single view. We got to 31,000 viewers. Viewers in air quotes. And the amount of playbacks, meaning the amount of estimated views right now, didn't budge. So they weren't even watching the stream. They were likely just connected on some kind of API thing. Whatever. Whatevs. Doesn't benefit me. So that's basically what I'm saying. It doesn't benefit me in any way. There's one more, actually. There's one more theory, and then I'll do Litecoin. One more theory here is they could be trying to mess with our stream for whatever reason. I don't know what that could be. Maybe they don't like us, or they do like us. I don't know. But they could be trying to mess with our stream, because I have seen in the past when this happens, sometimes it will goof up kind of the AI of YouTube tracking your channel, because it'll either measure, maybe just identifies its bots and like doesn't like your channel or doesn't like that stream anymore, or it could mess with kind of the way it measures momentum, and it would see like, wow, you had this huge spike and now it's dropping off really fast. Maybe maybe your content isn't good, kind of thing. It's AI. YouTube is run by deep learning. Absolutely. Pretty much all of it is. And so it's not a human making these decisions. And My guess is that it's either to manipulate our stream right now or to manipulate the market. So there's my guess. Okay, Litecoin Izzle for Justin. Diamond top. Let me see exactly what he wrote. Diamond top on the 1 hour. There we go. Diamond top. Huh. Okay, I can see what you're saying. Let me just shoot this out, see if this is kind of what you're looking at here. I hate these weird shape tool polylines. The only one that lets me just do what I want. Diamond. Okay. What the? There we go. So I'm assuming this is what you're looking at. Make it prettier. Oh yeah, now right here. I see it. Something like that. Well, it is on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at Litecoin in general. So I see what you're saying. Yeah, that is definitely, you can definitely identify this as a diamond. As we've said here, and people always disagree with me when I put diamonds up for some reason. People really love disagreeing with my patterns. I don't care. Don't bother me. My patterns are not always right, but certainly they have pretty darn good accuracy. Pretty darn good hit rate. So I'll agree with you here. I see the diamond for all of the reasons I typically do see a diamond. So here we have a left, it's called a left shoulder of a diamond, setting the midline. This is also all Tom Crown proprietary TA. This is you won't find this in a book. You won't find this elsewhere. Pretty much everything I've learned in crypto is self-taught, and that's why I make up a lot of terms. That's why I have weird views on TA other people don't. But self-taught meaning taught by doing it wrong until I get it right, so it works for me. So this is how I identify it as a diamond. We have a swing low, lowest point in the pattern, and in my definition, for it to be a diamond, on your lowest point, on your swing low, you need a whipsaw, what I call it. But essentially that means you need a return in the opposite direction. You need to move immediately in the opposite direction. And that move must be the highest point. It can this can also happen in the reverse, where you have a move up to the highest point that sells off to the lowest point. That would also be valid as a diamond, in my opinion. And typically then what you see is a return to pretty much exactly where price was. So this does fit my definition. This is a good eye. A good eye, mate. What I would expect here now is to trade sideways, consolidate, and so I do call it a diamond, but I don't necessarily think they play out in crypto the way that diamonds are defined, I guess, traditionally. What I do see them as, though, is because of the nature of this move, and that is, it's very common in crypto. The nature of this move, what it's doing is it's making a lower low next to a higher high, or again, in the reverse, higher high next to a lower low. And what that's doing is it's just whipsawing, it's taking out positions. So here it's taking out longs, and then it immediately takes out shorts. And what I think that does, and this is just my opinion, is by taking out positions in both directions, what it's doing is it's releasing resistance and support. It's releasing buying and selling pressure. And what that can set it up for is a strong move. I don't necessarily view these as bullish or bearish, though I should probably start paying attention, and I would assume that there might be some correlation. I haven't observed it enough yet with that in mind. I'm sure there is some correlation with it having its swing low first versus having its swing high first. like that. That would just be the opposite, but I would still view that as a diamond. Looks like a Pokeball on drugs. I don't see these as reversal patterns. I think many people, and I think traditional TA does look at them as reversal patterns. I don't. I just haven't seen them consistently really play in one direction or the other. But I absolutely acknowledge that. Good eye, that is a diamond. And I think what we need to do is zoom out here. Zoom out on Litecoin. And let's see what other, what other evidence we have. Because if we're getting a signal from that diamond saying, hey, we're right here, and it's likely we see volatility now because we have less pressure both up and down. We have less position squeezing price. Let's zoom out and see what the macro picture is showing us. So on both RSI and MACD, we have bullish divergence on these lows on the daily. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Actually, I haven't taken a fib to this yet. Let's take a fib to it. Let's see where we are in a retracement. 618. Take it from the bottom. 382. That actually fits kind of better, cleaner. Almost no matter what, almost no matter where you draw this fib, it's either a 618 or a 38. Cool. That's a good bounce spot. That's a good spot to look for a bounce. Let's look at our measured move. How far away are we from it? Perfect. Wow. Perfect. All right. I didn't expect this. This is dope. So perfect. We take the measured move from August high to September low, and then when we look, we see that the $94 top we saw on the 24th of November hit the 1618 extension perfectly. That's pretty cool. Actually, now I'm seeing kind of a bearish harmonic here. I don't care. With the 2 measure move at $114. All right. That lines up with our resistance, so that's cool. What I like about it, though, I probably should get. Need to update my charts, but just real quick here. There we go. Just so there's a little less stimulus visually. Believe this is a weekly support. Weekly, but actually even more locally, so this is probably more important. The swing high in August on the 17th. We saw Litecoin back test actually both of its descending possible high trends. The one that dates all the way back to its all-time high, and the one that is more local to the high in February connected to the August 15th high. We saw a back test both, which is pretty cool. You don't see that too often. Let me get rid of this actually so it's easier to see. We saw this. We saw it rally to that 1618 as a potential measured move target, and then we saw it sell off with the rest of the market. Look at where the dailies closed. Look at these daily closes now. The $69. Nice. Giggity. $69 was the high, perfectly to the wick on the 16th of August. Look at these daily closes. Back testing this high. So it back tested both descending high trends, then back tested afterwards. And these are in order too. 1, 2, 3. Then back tested previous resistance, confirming it as support from the August wick high. And now moved back up. This is certainly almost a complete retrace. Yeah, well beyond the 786. Virtually 100% retrace. Virtually. And, okay, so that's good. That's good. That's solid. MACD, we have bullish divergence on these lows. We see that the daily has not yet flipped over to the bullish side, but is very close. Potentially very close. We had... Why did that? I feel like my lines are disappearing on this chart. 84.50. That was a significant price. 84.50 was our... must have deleted it accidentally or something here. We saw yesterday's candle close above. And then we saw today's candle actually sell off underneath, but now is back above. Looking forward to close above that 84.50 again. If it does, that's looking bullish. Looking bullish to me. I don't see it really any other way there. With the daily looking to flip bullish with all these solid, clean back tests, man. Like, refusing to close candles under the previous resistance here. Litecoin looks great. Next target, you can see I even had this here. Looking for 122. 122 above. Specifically, especially if we get a higher daily close here. Where is that? That's very close to price. At 89, let's take from a 89.34. So yeah, I'll close on Litecoin 89.34 on the daily. You're looking at 122. That's how I see it. You do have this local daily resistance to watch out for. So if you are short-term trading Litecoin, you're likely going to be wanting, or you likely want to watch this daily close today, because it could be the difference between a nice move coming up soon or waiting and consolidating for longer. New local weekly resistance 82.92. Cool. Bullish engulfing currently on the weekly candle. No issues with MACD. Higher highs in price, higher highs in MACD locally. Same with RSI. This looks good. Yeah, I'm a fan of Litecoin for transparency. You guys know that, it's no secret. But this chart looks good. Finally, I spent weeks and weeks and weeks saying how crappy this chart looked. Now it looks great. Absolutely. In the event of a sell-off, if we don't get that close today, obviously, you know, you can look at that $69 that was tested as support for a bounce. However, if we don't get that close today, my sights will be set on the $80 to $77 range. In my opinion, I don't know. I guess my opinion is just a guess at this point, but I think it will close above. But if it doesn't, I'm going to be looking for a move back to here. Move back to that 70, what was it? 77 to $80 range. That's what I'd be looking for. So thank you, Justin. Sorry that took me forever. Did we get rid of all the bots now? My voice is 1 second behind stream. There's something very weird going on with YouTube today, guys. Sorry about it. Laggy bad, dang it. I don't know. It, like, in theory, the bots, that bot wave shouldn't have done anything. But I don't know. Shouldn't have done anything. If it's laggy, I really don't have any. There's really nothing I can do on my end about it, because YouTube's saying my connection's good with it. The only thing we could do is restart, but I would recommend just hit refresh. Should work, and if it doesn't work, just over time, like it should even out. We have these issues a lot. or regularly. Hold on 2 seconds. Troubleshooting. Troubleshooting. Oh man, 2 wheels. I'm sorry. Definitely didn't get. I got a message from the wrenches that you donated, and it's not showing up. Dude, there's something really wrong with you. You know what? It's same S, different day, right? SSDD. Always something. Always something. Let me see. 1 qubit. What's up, dude? I'm doing well. Trying to deal with it. Yeah, let's ride on 2 wheels. I gotcha. The wonderful wrenches. Let me know. And I appreciate you, brother. If it doesn't pop up, like, if it doesn't pop up on the stream, I'm not aware of it. So, please don't think I was ignoring you or, you know, I love you, brother. You're here all the time. You're our fam, so. Let's check out the dots for the Mr. 2 wheels. For the double wheels, though. Double wheels. Let's see where we are. Let me just get my bearings here. I have not looked at this chart since we called the most epic. This will probably be if dot never goes back to 850, which I'm not saying will happen. Just in the case that it doesn't, this will go down in the Tom Crown Hall of Fame TA. What was it? Within the first week of it listing, the first week we looked at it. Sorry, I'll get to this. I'm distracted. Within the first week of it, we were looking for targets, and I said, take profit at what? We were looking for 625. Nice. Has not returned to there since. Okay. This chart really does not have. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Kind of nice. All right. Just a classic. Okay. Man, we're seeing the same pattern everywhere. I keep saying that lately. Seeing the same pattern across the markets, man. Across the cryptos. We have a solid. Dot didn't actually make a new high. Up 24th. There it is. The 24th of November's high. We see it. I guess maybe that's its resistance. Maybe we were off by a little bit here. I think I'm going to move that. It can be its new resistance. There we are. And why are there so many price tags here? Right, there's like so many prices showing, but there's nothing here. You know what? This chart's trolling me, so we're gonna make a new one. Sorry about that, brother. Okay. Well, you know what? You get the best value because you're gonna get like a full dot TA from scratch. So yeah, let's identify really quick our important values here. Let's obviously take this daily. Take our swing high, swing low. Definitely want the lowest part on the chart. There we go. Maybe there's going to be something on the week. Oh yeah. Better. There we go. The weekly tells the story here, which is funny because last time I looked at this chart, there was no weekly. There was really no weekly charts. There's nothing to look at. Cool. All right, we got the weekly values here. Nice, they line up well. Okay. So we had a swing high of 6, down to 443, 551. Okay. That looks like a solid retracement. But we are seeing this across pretty much everything. We're seeing these swing highs in November 24th, 25th, sell off to support and then bounce. Seems that DOT is no stranger to this. Not a huge fan. It does look like it rejected locally here on the 4 hour at the 618. Not the greatest thing to see, but that isn't that's only on the 4 hour and very local. So let's look a little farther back. Okay, there's some good compelling stuff. All right, so the more macro fib retrace was also a 618, and then we have another 618. So this could be setting up for, this could be building up some pretty crazy momentum here. Those are some solid, those are the golden retraces. Wouldn't surprise me to see it test this again though. The next 618. Could be down here at 854 or 85. Man, I'm dyslexic. But that's just speculating. Let's look at our indicators. Let's look at our indicators. So, oh man, yeah. A blind person could have spotted this bearish divergence. No hate on blind people are dope. But that's how little vision it would have taken to spot that bearish divergence. Look at that, that's ugly. You have higher highs and then virtually no high at all at this peak here. Very ugly. However, on the plus side, you get this awesome swing low on RSI. That is a plus. Let's see, let's go back to the 3rd of November. So yeah, that is some major nice bullish divergence on RSI. The lows there, and you get it again on MACD. That's solid. That is solid. You can see it on the daily as well, which is a good sign. Daily bullish divergence on MACD from November 1st to the 26th. Also, RSI has this different bullish divergence, but that's from the 15th to the 26th. So the macro here looks a lot better than that zoomed in like 4 hour. I think we need some moving averages here. They're going to help us out in tricky situations like this. Nice. So the daily is bouncing off of the 20 moving average, which is the Bollinger Band, which we're such fans of here. Alright, I got a little discombobulated because I had to make this whole new chart. So, daily looks solid. I'm surprised to say that. The 4 hour does have bullish divergence off of this low, and that did set it up for another 618 retrace. It wouldn't surprise me, it would not surprise me to see DOT test 485 here on this sell-off. Simply to follow suit. Simply to follow suit. The high to the low swing, this was a 618 retrace. And then this low swing to the high swing again on the 1st of earlier today. That was a 618 retrace. So it wouldn't surprise me to see it come here to 485 because that's again the 618. Just a follow pattern. However, on the 4 hour we have a pretty nice signal. We do see that just by the candles here, that selling momentum is slowing. MACD isn't helping us out. We're going to look at the hourly to see if we get a better idea. But we see it just because these candles are getting smaller. They're starting to have big wicks below them or small red bodies. And now we're finally green. And the only really compelling part about that is you're right at that 4-hour middle Bollinger Band, and now you have a green candle. Here's what I can say pretty confidently. If a 4-hour candle closes below the 20 moving average, currently at $5.17, then I would look for that $4.85. I would. However, it doesn't really look like it's going to. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it's going to. We're going to find out when we zoom in a little bit. So if it doesn't, then you are looking at some solid numbers above. You're looking... Yeah, you're looking for a measured move back to the high here of the 24th. Take the... That's where I would look if the 4-hour holds. It may take some time. And I'll zoom it in. Alright. Bottom of the bands. No real divergence. That's okay. Tricky. Heads up though. Okay. Look at this 1-hour resistance. That's silly. $5.20. Super local resistance here. I would like to see even a 4-hour close above that. Even an hourly here in the next 8 minutes. If you get that, then you are looking at retesting 532. If you stay away on the 4-hour from closing underneath that Bollinger Band, you're looking at 525. This is in a strange position. Not necessarily bad, just strange. Alright, we're probably gonna move on from Link here in a second. Whenever I make a new chart, I always get kind of into it. But because I missed you, I don't feel bad about it. Alright, one more trend here and we have it. Cool. Alright, yeah. Watch the 4-hour. Bottom line, watch the 4-hour for that 517. Watch the 20 moving average. It's going to be interesting. Close below there did not look so great, and this is all locally. Longer time frames look fine. Wouldn't get too worried. But dot, very interesting. Sorry about missing you there for a second. Alright. Back to the chat. Stefan Boltzmann, man. Dude, there's something... Oh, I did get yours. Here it is. Nasdaq-a-doo. The Nasdaq-a-doo. What's up, brother? Mr. Stefan, dude. Have you been around the last few days, man? My stock calling has been redonk. Redonk. Especially that MGTI. Where's my countdown till close here? It's because it's the index. NDX, right? I always get confused by this. Okay. I'm confused because today is not a weekend, right? I don't know what day of the week it is. Tuesday. Why is it not trading? It should be trading. Is it because this is the index and this is post-market or something? So... I feel like going forward we should require everyone when you super chat for a chart to include the ticker, just so I don't have to look stupid here trying to find them. Isn't US 100 what I had up there? Here we go. Is this the ticker, brother? I'm like so confused right now. What the stream elements response message? Dude, everything today that can go wrong, going wrong. Not really. Mr. Bossman. Is this the ticker, dude? I'm so confused by all these different tickers for the same indices. Or for the same things. I'm getting a bunch of whale alerts. Dude, my chat is lagging. Man, what is going on with this stream? Miss the stream due to no sleep, dude. I feel you. Use ticker. Thank you. Thank you. Also, everybody else, please feel free to just send the ticker along. Here we go. And look at that. Then like the chart that we had up. That's the chart that I originally made for you, brother. That's how easy it is. All right, let's get it. Get it. I can't say your name because I don't know how to pronounce it, but welcome to all of our Russian friends. Thanks for subscribing. Steven Fisher, thank you as well, brother. Sorry I missed it. That was a while ago. There's something goofy going on with YouTube today. I don't know. It's not telling me anything. Ricardo Van Deer Galleon and Jim Shivens. Welcome, dudes. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we finally reached our special eye. And I'm not going to lie, just eyeballing it up right now. Looks way better. Looks way better than when we first looked at it. For sure. This is a much better approach. Much better approach to this high. You guys let me know if it's still, you guys are still having connection stuff. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting all kinds of tags and things, jeez. Alright. Okay. Dude, what is going on with everything is lagging. And actually, okay, everything's good on your side, everybody. Buenos dias, Chris Cat. What's up, bro? Good to have you. All right, there was weirdness earlier. So our inverse head and shoulders played out. The bearish divergence we looked for played out. Gonna assume we had a little bullish divergence here. That's what took us to the top. Let's check it out. RSI, yes. Little bullish divergence took us to the top. And let's see, a weak bearish divergence took us right back to the neckline support. Beautiful. Momentum on the daily continuing. Man, this looks good, dude. looks good. This looks prime. Looks prime for the breakouts. Let's see. You established a nice... Oh, yeah. You established a nice new weekly support. Right here, buddy. Nice. If you see a dip in 12,092, that might be a solid little scalp scoop position. This is actually climbing really beautifully on the weekly. You can see it just time after time, creating these weekly resistances, selling off, coming back, back testing them, moving up, back testing them again. That is nice growth. I knew I was more bullish on this than the other indices for a reason. Knew it. Weekly though, not really any changes from what we've seen. We do have a nice little weekly bullish divergence on our low. That could explain some of the movement that we've seen over the last few days. RSI giving us that bullish divergence signal on these lows. So let's see how that monthly closed before we get too excited. Like a champ. Ooh, and doubly so. This 12,092, that's not just a weekly support now. That's a monthly and weekly support. Likely there will be solid entries at that level. Likely. MACD not having issues with RSI is cool. Alright, now let's get into the actual TA of this Otis thing. Lower high still. Okay. Following the 4-hour 20. Very nice. This thing is beautifully climbing. It's so systematic. Never see this in crypto. Crypto is just like, I'll just skip half of these back tests and half of these resistances. That was its new all-time high, what, today? On this, right? Yeah. New all-time high, cool. In lockstep with Bitcoin, apparently, with that. New high at 12,500. Pretty sweet. Do we have any targets? We had these set out targets before at 13.26, but things have moved a little differently. So let's take another look. Let's see if we can find further validation of those targets or invalidation of those targets, because those were placed back here when we first looked at this. Since we've had a lot different price action, so yeah, I mean that's solid right there. 618, right at that 13,000 level. Brilliant, brilliant. I think that is a longer term target. Let's see. 14. It would be interesting if we touch the top of this high trend, right? Would be really spicy. That'd be like 14. Man, I like this chart. This is it just broke an all-time high. Looked bullish while it did it. Just kept bringing the lows up. But man, if it's not going to be difficult to kind of divine out anything extra here, my long-term target still stands. Still looking for that 13. Still looking for that 13. We don't have any local bearish divergence issues here on the daily. So maybe I can say it this way: close NASDAQ today above, really above 12,408. That would even be fine. It would be ideal for 12,466, but close it on the daily above that level, and 13,000 is just kind of the next place I'd be looking. Really reassess there. The daily doesn't look like it's slowing down. The 4 hour doesn't look like it's slowing down. The 1 hour does a little bit. Certainly there's a little bearish divergence here. But that just might mean a full back test, a solid back test of that 12.4. So not quite as clear cut maybe as it was back here, where we were just ripping and rhyming off these, ripping off those targets. But yeah, man, look for the close on that. Look for the close on the daily today. That would be my best advice. Looks good either way. Really does. This is a nice move. One more little. And now I'm obsessed. Now I have to know for myself. Let's see. Yep. Hopium target. Hopium target all the way up there, 14.5. I would love to see this. Has to go faster than that. I would love to see that. Then return to that supply line. That'd be beautiful. We'll see. That's my hopium target, 14,492, but looking for today's close. Get a close above 12.4, hopefully 12,466, and I'm looking for 13,016. Boom. All right. I got sucked into that one. Yeah, dude, this is such a bullish looking chart. It was weird to me when I said, when was it when we looked at it, and I was like, oddly, I used to be, was it the NASDAQ? I was like, I think is the most bullish looking indice. And I never had thought that before. I gotta get rid of some of these charts. Yeah, Ethereum pulling that same diamond looking pattern actually. That's pretty interesting. Bitcoin dominance looking kind of bullish though. Check this out on Ethereum. I'm sure someone has requested Ethereum throughout all this time. I haven't been paying attention. So here you go. Here you are. There you go. So was this the opposite of Litecoin though? That'd be really cool because then I'd have a great example of what I was talking about. Where did my charts? LTC, there we go. A 1 hour. Is this reverse? Nope. Yep, it is. Cool. Cool. All right. Where did you go? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Who was it? Justin, buddy, if you're still here, I don't know, that was a while ago. If you're still here, my friend, check this out. So, and everybody else who's here for my diamond explanation, check it out. So Ethereum and Litecoin both painting diamonds here now, in my view of diamond. What's awesome is that we actually have examples of both directions I was talking about. So with Ethereum, we have the highest touch, the highest point immediately sells off to the lowest point, before kind of basically returning to the mean, right? This is Ethereum. And in Ethereum, we had the high touch first and the low touch second. Litecoin, we had the exact opposite, where we had a sell-off to the lowest point, which then immediately moved to the highest point. I didn't draw that one nearly as well. And then returned to the mean. So that's pretty cool. I consider both of these valid diamonds. And how I was saying, I haven't really paid attention to, well, I haven't studied it enough, I guess, in real time, whether it matters if the high touch or low touch is first. But what's really cool here is we have an example of both simultaneously playing out. So we'll get to see. We'll get a perfect example of that, which is pretty dope. That's pretty awesome. They're literally, in my opinion, the exact same pattern, just reversed on whether they had the high or low swing. So it would be interesting here, and I'm going to watch, to see if one breaks up and the other breaks down. If they both break in the same direction, then that's going to be evidence that it doesn't really matter whether it swings high or swings low first. But I'm always learning here too, guys. So this is a cool study. Really glad I caught this. That is really cool. Really, really cool. Sir. Whatever. Good enough. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys are as interested in nerdy chart stuff as I am. Probably not. Someday, though. You'll get there. Alright. Let's see. What's going on? Man. What's going on? I'm not getting any alerts from any of this, anything going on. And my chat is not really refreshing either. There we go. And then speak of the devil. Yo, Troy Ept. What's up, brother? Thanks for following. I'm feeling hard to believe maybe we've only had 6 followers during this video. Maybe. Or YouTube's just not updating. If you're new here or not, please remember to smash that like button, but more importantly, make sure you are subscribed. We're live daily here, every day, sometimes like yesterday up to 8 hours. We're live daily with the cutting edge technical analysis.
Hey Tom, thanks for the show. Bless you all crypto people. 0.05432100 ETH.
Mr. Nicholas Waneke, my brother. Thank you, man. The ETH donations, the cryptocurrency donations are obviously my favorite. I appreciate it so much, dude. For anyone who's confused, there's a link in the video description to Altcoin. And essentially what that is it's like a business that basically does the same thing as, I don't know, like PayPal or whatever. But basically you can tip in crypto and the stream's integrated with it. It's pretty cool. So thank you, dude. Nicholas, love to have you here, my friend. And bless you. Oh, bless you all crypto people, exactly, yes. Daniel Taylor, welcome, brother, and Mike G, welcome, guys. Starting the subscribe train. That was a little bit. You know what I was saying? Yeah, please make sure you're subscribed. We smashed through the 15,000 milestone yesterday. Today is like our historic 15,000 subscriber meets 1 million views meets new Bitcoin all-time high simultaneously in the same like 30-hour period. So you guys, so humbled. If you're not subscribed yet, please do help us get to, I guess, 20,000. I don't know. We're already like denting into 15. I think we're like 15.2 now. We're exploding. We're mooning. Subscriber moon. So would be appreciated. Yeah, 15,146, crazy. Don't forget as well to hit the bell button, but the bell button doesn't always work. The only thing that's going to alert you, guaranteed, when we go live, is getting in that Discord. Quick Shill Discord is full of free educational content. It has a 24/7 live stream with some TA on it. 24/7 chat. And it's really the only way to be sure that you can catch our streams. YouTube hides our streams from our viewers every once in a while. Been, knock on wood, like a week or so since that happened. But when that happens, there's no way to find our stream except for being in Discord. That's why it's so important. So if you're new here, make sure you're in there. But appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Shizzles. Also, for everybody, today, reminder, is December 1st. It's the best day to sign up for Patreon. We've already had like 7 or 8 new patrons join us today. It's mind-blowingly awesome. Our goal is to get to 100 patrons this month before 2021. That's like the next milestone. And then I don't really have that many milestones, so ahead. So if you're looking to invest in yourself, become a self-sufficient trader, not relying on shady signal groups or taking trades from random people on YouTube, Patreon's probably for you. I would love to help you reach your trading goals. Comes with some one-on-one sessions with me, exclusive technical analysis posts with trade setups, macro market analysis, all kinds of goodies. Take a look. You can click onto that link and it won't show you it because obviously only patrons can see the post, but some are public, but it'll give you a good idea of what the patrons get. I put a ton of work into it. It's been growing a lot of great feedback, so thank you guys, and check it out if you haven't yet, because patron bills on the 1st of the month, but it also bills whenever you sign up. So if you've been thinking about it, don't wait until, I don't know, every day you wait this month, you're just burning days. There's nothing I can do about the way they bill, unfortunately. So if you've been debating it, just pull the trigger, get in. Our terms are going to change for new memberships in 2021. Details on that are unclear, so you probably don't want to wait till 2021. The better deal is going to be now, for sure. All right, done shilling. Let's see. Bitcoin on the hourly, we're still looking to roll over to positive momentum again. Really nothing else there. Nothing of note. And nothing really a note here on the hourly. Pretty much exactly as when we started. Nice, see a bunch of people jumped into the Discord. Dope. Yo, Sean Gardner, I missed you, dude. And the Crypto Mind. I missed a lot of people. My chat is totally goofed today. Oh, Bob Marley as well. John Hybe. Yeah, YouTube's being weird. My chat is not working well. Yes, XRP. Who wants to look at XRP? That we can do. XRP. USD. Boom, 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 boom. Solid. Still looking solid. See if there's anything new. XRP barely even noticing Bitcoin's sell off from the new all-time high. Barely even noticing it. On the 1 hour, just wicking back to 58.12 cent support, shrugging it off and really just remaining in. Look at this Trump. No candle closes outside of our kind of sloppily eyed tied up wedge. Nice. No issues on the 1 hour, but nothing really of note either. Likely some kind of bullish divergence here on the hourly lows, but nothing too special. Zoom it out. Does seem to be following our doodled projection pretty well. Doodled projection, nice. 4 hour 50 moving average. Pulling us support, okay. That was an XRP looking for a scalp. I would be looking at the 40 or at the 50 moving average on the 4 hour. Close below there, likely to lead to downside, maybe just to the bottom of this wedge that we've drawn. You can even see the 100 moving average, if that were to happen soon, would likely meet it and act as support at that bottom of the wedge. So that lines up pretty well. MACD looking to paint some kind of bullish divergence. Yo, Ivan Bot, my brother. Oh, I was like so confused why I played that. Okay. Ivan, okay. Wow, I was like, why did that noise play? Got it. Because it was a tip through Streamlabs. There's many different ways. You don't have to use Super Chat, and in fact, Super Chat has the highest fees out of all of the options, so just food for thought. Ivan says, hey brother, XRP BTC some kind of ascending triangle or symmetrical triangle. Interesting. Yeah, we're looking at USD at the moment, but the BTC pair looks remarkably similar as well. Let me finish here. Let me finish with, I gotta look, because I haven't really found any kind of edge or anything on XRP USD yet. So give me, I'll look at that as soon as I've just kind of plow through it. So on the daily, losing momentum. That's to be expected though. That was some insane momentum that we saw on this rally. From 23 cents to 79 cents, almost 400 or 300%. So that would make some sense. It is cooling off on the daily. That's really not too much of a concern for me. I'm not concerned at all for XRP unless it starts trading and closing under 43 cents. Then I'll be a little concerned, but I don't think that is probable in the short term. Weekly looks great. Weekly higher highs on RSI, weekly higher highs on MACD. I don't see any signs of slowing on the weekly, so that's phenomenal. Really, this doodle, as hilarious as that's going to sound, this is my doodle like really soon after this happened. This is looking pretty likely in my opinion. What you're going to look for though is a higher high. And I have a feeling we're going to get a series of lower highs. You can even see on the doodle how that would be reflective. And as soon as you break one of them, that's going to be your signal here. Same on the downside though. Higher lows, and you're looking for the first lower low to break that pattern. So far, really nothing going on with the dollar pair. It's just consolidating as it was, flagging out. Bitcoin pair, same thing, basically on the daily. No issues with RSI, which is great.
Nexo USDT lending platform breaking out of a long Chanel. Thoughts on the chart? Discord, Rayram.
Rayram, brother. You could just ask me in the chat. You just ask me in the chat. But thank you either way, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the 5 Nexo. Yeah, we can look at that. Let me finish here with the BTC pair real quick. This is, I love to see this on the daily, man. That's powerful, powerful moving averages. And, I mean, clearly because we got that crazy move. Weekly still finding resistance. Still finding resistance on... For XRP, it looks like your 100 weekly moving average on the Bitcoin pair is going to be your boss battle. Also, that's 4-day. Oops, meant 4 hour. But I guess the 200 moving average on the 4-day is the same thing. That's your boss battle. That's sitting up at 4250, something like that. No, 36. You want to be closing a weekly above 3600 sats. 4 hour looking a little more sketch on the Bitcoin pair than the USD pair. No real divergence. Yeah, man. I mean, spot on. It's just this is just a symmetrical triangle, similar to the USD pair. Seeing the same thing. Really just gonna come down to what side breaks first. That's how I would look at it. All right, cool beans. We're gonna look at Nexo or T-Fran. For our brother T-Friend. I don't think I have a chart for it. And we're gonna look at Link. And I don't know, man. I haven't been able to read the chat. You guys keeping me busy. I'd like to read the chat, but when it's back to back to back charts, and I literally will never get through the TA if I don't do that. Yeah, long channel. Okay. Huh. Alright, well... Oh, this looked like something that might have had like a month of price data, but no, this has quite a bit. Weird. That has really stayed in a very, very tight channel. Wow. This is weird, man. This is super weird. Because it has so much history. 1 year, 2 years, 2 years of history. This is dollar pair. This isn't even Bitcoin pair. The Bitcoin pair is likely more interesting than this, actually. But talk about low volatility. Holy crap, man. 4.5 cents to 21-ish cents just ranged for 2 years. Not a bad thing when I say low volatility, but what's cool is I can't name a single other chart that looks like this in crypto. Not a single one. That's very unusual. That does not happen often. Weird. Alright, well, you've piqued my interest, buddy. You piqued my interest, T-Friend. Let's look. Good volume on this pump. Like what? There's no defined monthly anything, which is odd. Very odd. Weekly MACD looks good. Weekly RSI locally looks good. Definitely would need some more upside. Really cement a bullish market for it. $0.75. That seems like a decent target if you see a breakout, which we might be seeing. Doesn't look like there'd be any reason for resistance or literally anything at this level. It's traded in that same kind of pocket for so long. I'm baffled by this chart, but what I will say that's clean about it. super clean about it is yeah, pretty clear cut, identifiable. Like, I'm not even going to use the precise values as I usually do. You got 50 cents and 75 cents above you as take profit targets. Those are clean. Perfect. What a strange... Dude, I can't believe this is crypto. This doesn't look like crypto. Momentum's good on the daily. RSI is okay on the daily. What is this thing, dude? Why is this so different? Start running into some issues on the lower time frames. Man, I don't even know what to say. This is such a strange chart. I have no familiarity with it. In the event of a sell-off, I would look to the 100 4-hour moving average. And we can see that is quickly moving up to 25 cents. That may act as support. It's the 618 retrace. That'd be beautiful. Wow, that lines up really well. Extremely well. Sorry guys, I'm fascinated. And then you get your measured move, like Jeebs. Jeebs, dude, this chart is super clean. What is this thing? I almost don't believe it's a crypto. I just do. There's the 2. Alright, I need to read the chat because I need someone to tell me what this thing is. What is this? What am I looking at? This doesn't look like anything I've ever seen in cryptocurrency. What? Alright, I don't know, man. I gotta move on. I could stare at this chart all day and be super confused. Ew, Applegate Experience. Yeah, I get it's a lending platform, but what is with this? I don't know. It's so odd. It's just really odd. It's super odd. I don't know the time frame that this will happen on, but this is looking rather likely. This could happen quick. This could take weeks. I don't even really know how to approach this coin. This is what I would say is the most probable path. Something like this. Looking for a pullback to about 25 cents, then a move to 50, a pullback to probably this high here in the 30s, or testing 50 again. If you break it, you go to 75. This is a weird chart. Very strange. Chart. Strange charts, but I like it, dude. Yeah, just call me Joe. That's absolutely what I've been communicating here and to the patrons as well. Airdrops rarely are good for price of the original coin. At least in the short term to mid term afterwards. Rarely, meaning I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen. Not sure I've ever seen a coin airdrop or fork and the original be better off. You may be better off at some point having both. Like that might have more value than if you just had the one. I don't know. Rarely does that work out though for the original in the short term. My name is Lee Montoya. You kill my father, prepare to die. Yo, Frank Jackson, what's up? And just call me Joe. And what you want? What you want, man? Dude, what you want? You huckster. This player, the pretzel player that I use, George McChicken. This is an Aspire. It's a really girly looking energy drink, but it tastes delicious. The music player that I use, I'm pretty furious with. I've used it for years. Haven't had any issue on YouTube. And to not have music issues on YouTube is impressive, to say the least. Well, they updated it. Literally, they updated it 2 days ago. You'll notice that's when the music stopped. I don't even know if there's music playing now. Okay, yeah, there is. So, I have two gripes now. One, it doesn't loop. So, once the playlist is over, it's done playing. It used to loop. That's super annoying. And two, it reset all my defaults. So on yesterday's stream, I didn't get one, I didn't get two, I got 3 copyright claims to music from yesterday's stream. I'm super peeved. They literally, like, I opened the app and it literally said this app has been retired. Go to our webpage to download a new one. And I downloaded the new one. It had all my playlists and things, but it had unselected all of the options, such as YouTube safe mode, which has been enabled the entire time I've used it, but was no longer enabled when I went to use it after I downloaded it again, and so I'm pretty peeved. Yo, what's up, Dino Mike? How you doing, brother? I'm so trolled by it. Yo, Crypto Monk, of course. Thank you, man. I love that you took a completely unfamiliar chart and walked us right through it. You rock. You rock, Crypto. You rock, brother. But that's what we do. I actually like it. I like when I get to look at charts I've never seen, but even more so, something like this, I like that it's so different. In cryptocurrency, if I look at one chart, I basically... well, not basically. Most of the time, I don't even have to look at other charts because they move so similarly that usually I can tell what's going on with the other ones. But when you get something weird like that, it's always super interesting to me. I get kind of falling down a rabbit hole-ish. Yeah, T-Friend/RayRam. Yeah, dude, I actually didn't see that image you sent me, and I identified the exact same channel immediately, so that's pretty good. False flags, I promised some Stinky Linky to. We can do it, especially because I have a feeling it's not going to take too long. Let's see. Danke Lanke. Whoa, 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 whoa. 4 hours got some power. That rhymed. 4 hour power, dude. What is this? This is a powerful setup right here. That's wild. You have the 50 coming down, the 20 coming up, and the 100 more sideways than both, but also trending up. That's pretty cool. What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. I haven't looked at this. So here's what's dope. We were talking about, I don't know, all of November I was talking about having it touch to the bottom of this wedge again to confirm it. Money. That's money. Money, money. And even, I guess I even had a target for it. Money, money. That's beautiful. For some reason, Link just like lets me TA it. I don't know why. It just wants me to. It's giving me, I should trade it, to be honest. I just have like a bunch that I've traded and now I just hold it because it's all free. Touch to the bottom of the wedge. This is news to me. I don't follow Link too closely, to be honest. When your cost basis for a coin is 0, you don't really need to pay too much attention to it. Wild. Wild, wild. Wild, wild west. Pretty deep retrace. This is technically still just a 618 though. Didn't make it all the way. 0.5. Perfect touch to the 0.5. Nice. All these lower highs and higher lows we're seeing across all these coins they're really putting me to work. They're really putting me to work with these fibs. I have to like move it 4 times to get an idea of where we are. Right to the 618. There's a ton of potential here. A ton. Honestly, all right, here's how we do this. This looks awesome. It looks awesome. I'd like to see the daily on Link close above 1368. Here's what I'd really like to see on this, but I don't think we're gonna get it. I really would like to see this break down and then make a massive measured move after like basically just throwing away all of this sending channel kind of breakdown threat. I'd like to see it break down really softly, make a descending wedge out of nowhere, and then have like a huge measured move up, which would be probably like 23. That'd be amazing. I don't think we're actually getting that right now. Because we have some sweet bullish divergence on these lows on the 4 hour for sure. Let's zoom. Not as visible on the 12 though. Okay. You have no issue with that high. You have an hour and 17 minutes till close. All right, I will basically a close below 1368. And not sitting as pretty, but you have bullish divergence on MACD, bullish divergence on the daily. Man, you're right, like you're right in the middle of whatever trading zone this is about to establish. This is not a great place to take a position. If you get a nice close above the support, you might be able to play along. Man, here I was like, Link never takes that long. I won't have to. Money on the. Just so much money. So much money. Perfectly hit. Amazing. Why does this coin listen? It like listens to my TA, I swear. But if you don't get that close, you can look for a weekly. Look for support on the weekly at 1273. Down to 12.14 for a bounce play, and then a much stronger $11 range. If we get that, that actually looks even pretty good on the weekly. That descending situation I talked about. That looked pretty good on the weekly, but all right. Phew. I think it's such a weird coin to me, dude. Watch the daily close, that's pretty much all I can say. It has so much potential for a nice driving move here. But it's just really not going to be a way to know. Not going to be a way to know till we see that close minimum. Painter still bullish on BConnect. Dude, of course. Always. Always and forever. I can only joke about it because you no longer can be in it. BConnect. See you later, Applegate. My brother. Applegate Experience. Great guy. Makes a lot of media stuff. Very cool. Very appreciated. Very much so. Wish you would get on Discord, though. Everyone should be on Discord. Man, there's not a lot of chatting going on today. It's that or my chat isn't working, because that's very possible. BConnect. BConnect. Kev, seen KSM? Not only have I seen KSM, son, I have it already pulled up. I have it already pulled up. Waiting on the world to change, man. 57 target, 57.61. You break and close above 60 on the daily. I mean, then have fun, man. Who knows? You go maybe to 100. Probably pretty quick. KSM looks great. This chart, I don't own any KSM, so I can talk about how great it looks all the time.
Thank you, Tom. Amazing TA as always.
False flags, yeah, thanks, brother. Thank you, my friend. Man, do my best. The old stinky link, dude. This chart I love. I love this KSM chart. I don't own any, so I guess I don't have to be as careful with my words here as I do with ones I own. Here's what I would like to see on this coin is I would love to see it retest 57 or 60, and I would love to see it sell off back to 44, and then that way I could like try to enter it. But I'm not buying it here. That's no way. No way, Jose. Not gonna happen. Oh, maybe even all the way to 40. Yeah, 50%. All the way down, maybe even 30. This would be so nice. I don't see this happening. I'm just saying this is what I want because I don't have any, and it'd be cool to enter it. This would be cool. I would like that. Oh yeah, and then give the monster back test. Boom. Yeah, I'm just... I had a long day yesterday. I didn't get too much sleep. So I'm a little silly today as well, but this is what I would love to see, man. Mostly because I'd like to enter it. But I will not enter it here. I will not enter it at 60. Maybe enter it at 40, but... or 44. I'd be a buyer at 39. We'll see. When it closes over 60, though, I'm looking for 100. I recently was turned on to that chart by Mr. Skytronics, and I like it. It's a cool chart. Looks cool. Looks so cool. Infinite Team TA. Pump up the jam. Hit the like button. Tom Crown is the man. Just look at the shades. Thanks to that like kind of rhymes. I like that. Thanks, my friend. Not really sure why I didn't read it. Maybe because it's the Canadian, because the minimum for it to read is 5. And so 5 Canadian, or maybe no, it's $4.99 USD. The 5 Canadian might be just underneath that. Maybe that's why I didn't read it. Uh-oh, we're having stream issues again. And now it says it's okay. Dude, this is trolling me. Wait, now do we have 480 viewers? What is going on today? What is happening? We just had like 200. Now we have 500. Is this more bots? I hope not. Probably 508. Either way, if you guys are real out there, if you guys are real out there, which for some reason I'm guessing might not be the case, because of what happened earlier. Yeah, I read it exactly, so it worked out. Either way, welcome guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Give the stream a like so we know you're not another wave of bots. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think it's bots. And join the Discord and check out the Patreon. Check it out. Yeah, this seems like another wave. Another wave of Zabots. We had upwards of 30,000 of them in here earlier before they dispersed. Beep boop. You guys, in order to prove you're not a bot, I'd like you to identify all of the fire hydrants in this picture. Anyone who doesn't will be banished. Goes to GG. I know you're not a bot, bro. You've been here since like day one. Like day one of this stream. Bitcoin Jazz. What's up, dude? Or dudette? Can't tell. You're real. Matthew D's real. False flags. Yeah, they're gonna Voltron on us, I have a feeling. Keys McAfee's. Alright, we're gonna have to ban you, buddy. We're gonna have to. We would never, like, we wouldn't. I am a bot. I am a bot. But, we would never know who they are because they never say anything. They just, like, lurk. They never like the stream. They never dislike the stream. I don't think that they even view the stream, to be honest. They just lurk and then leave. Steph Boschman, what do I think about the CME gap at 17K? Well, we'll take a look, but I'll answer this while I'm scrolling through. I don't give any weight. I don't give any weight to CME gaps. I don't think that they matter at all. I think they're irrelevant. But I keep track of them. I just think they're irrelevant. I think what they are is they're a confirmation bias gold mine. I think that is what people use them for. Interesting, CME did not make a new all-time high. That's weird. I would have expected them to, I'd say. I mean, there is a gap, but guys, look below. The CME chart's freaking Swiss cheese. Full of holes. Holes everywhere. From all different time periods ago. We have 6,000 or 9,665 from what, July? Something like that. 9,665 to 9,850. We have a 20. We had a bigger gap to start, but we have $20 of gap open at 11,205 to 11,225. Then we have even more gap at 11,425 to 11,470, and now we have another gap at 16,995 to 18,275. Like, I don't give them any significance. I don't think. We've filled a lot of them. We've made gaps and filled them, but there's many of that we haven't filled. And I don't really, I don't know. I don't give them any weight. If we do go down to these levels, I will still stand by my opinion of it has nothing to do with CME. If CME wanted to fill these gaps, like as a, as a platform or whatever, they could just do it. They could literally just do it. Yeah, their liquidity. So like, look back here. This is a great example of why I think they're a bunch of BS. There was a pretty big gap here in October 2019, okay? It did get filled legit for the most part for a bunch of days, so it started as a larger gap. Look at this wick. Literally, CME just like opened their order book, filled the wick in 1 second, and then put their buy orders back up. And there was almost no volume involved. Like, if they want to fill a gap, they can. It doesn't mean the whole market's gonna move. Doesn't mean anything. It really, I just think that they're just traps that people use to justify whatever their bias is, whatever they want, or whatever they think's gonna happen. And no judgments. I'm not judging people that may apply to. It's human. That's what we do, man. We want to confirm anything. We want to accept anything that confirms our beliefs, and we want to reject things that don't. That's just human nature. That's how we understand reality. So there's no judgment, but I just think it's a trap for that. Why does that thing keep saying response message? Stupid bot. This is my bot. Oh, it does have response message. Oops. Whoopsie daisies. And we streamed 8 hours yesterday. I'm kind of like chilling. Jerry, why did you time him out? I think that was a joke. It's okay. Sorry about that, Megalomani Matt. I think that was a joke. I wouldn't have timed him out unless he was saying other weird stuff. Oh well, just a timeout. You're not banned. Come on back. Okay, we got a bunch of new wrenches. Good people. But Brother Jaw's still out on his mission overseas. Haven't heard from him today. I'm actually not worried, but you know, I always get worried when I don't hear from him when he travels. So everybody hasn't had the Jaw experience of the wrench. Man. Tommed out. That's right. Tomped out. Tommed it out. Let's see. What's up, Dubnet? We looked at, I'm 99% sure you're the one who, what was it, EWT that I looked at for a few days ago? You'll never guess. You'll never guess. Pi support. Pi support. I was so happy actually to see that. That made my day. It's okay, dude. Mr. Massey, don't worry. It's okay, Jerry. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You're doing your best. It's honestly, any mistakes that anyone makes right now. Here's a new wrench. You just blame it on Jerry or Jaw. Blame it on Jaw. It's his fault. He's supposed to be the head of the wrenches, and he's not here, so it's his fault. It's not a big deal. Don't worry. Don't worry. You didn't get the intro that you were supposed to. So how are you supposed to know? Really, everybody who's newer, new wrench style. Really, it's time you just like hide someone who's a bot. They're trying to like spam websites or phone numbers to call or whatever weird bot stuff. And then you just hide any messages with bad language. And outside of that, we really don't do much moderating, unless people are ridiculously obnoxious. There's really not much else to do then. Pi support! Pi support! No, Pi support got closed under. No. Makes me very sad. Pi support, you were so beautiful. You're so beautiful, Pi support. Maybe it'll bounce here at the 1618. What was I looking at? Something else. I was being lazy and hoping I just had it open. If you're still here, Steph Brossman, this one was for you, buddy. This is my killer stock trade of recent MGTI. You're good, Megaloman Matt. Megalomanimat. You're good, dude. It's okay. Don't take it personally. You didn't do anything wrong. Mistakes were made. ADA is looking interesting. XVG falling down. That's the one. Falling down to the 200. Weird looking. Not as pretty as it was. Not bad though. Coin dominance. Looking to roll over on the day. Finding resistance at the 50 weekly. Break that and you're moving up to the 70 zone. Tezos bounced off of 222 support again. And rejected from 240 resistance again. Everything is just doing the same dance. It's all just doing the same thing, except for whatever coin I looked at earlier that was really different. Nexo. That one looks just very strange. I like it. Everything's just doing this. It's just, they reached a high. They reached a lot of them. Not all of them. But I'd say even the majority of coins reached the full extension of our targets and rejected, sold off, but then are seemingly hitting these like supply lines. You know, we see this pretty clearly, finding either a supply line or support, and now they're just doing these lower high, higher low, penanting, creating interesting price action. I'm feeling a lot of them are, the majority of them are all going to break in the same direction. Zen patron trades still open. Well, still open for people who are looking for the far target. The 32% gain target already closed. Bitcoin Cash, no exception. No exception. Hitting resistance, hitting support. Dude, this is wild how uniform these pairs are. I don't know if you guys, you can never tell what other people see when they look at charts anymore. I'm too desensitized, but yeah, I don't know if you guys see this, but it's just the same everywhere. It's ridiculous. It's like actually ridiculous. Wow, this is gonna be a hard one. Throwing me a curveball. Wojciech Plodzian. Wojciech Plodzin. Did my best. Welcome, fam. Good to have you. Everything's doing the same thing. Yesterday I said BTT is a knife, and it proved itself rather knifey. Sold off like literally, I don't know, directly after I said that, it seems. Yeah. I looked at it on this green candle, and it moved up just a little bit. Knifed. That's not one I would try to buy. Oh, here we go. I didn't even look at this. Dollar. Wow. Unable to catch bids, man. Unable to catch bids. Currently trading at yet another yearly low. Wow, 91,158. Dude. You're looking at maybe a test of 91.5 now as resistance. And you're looking for 89, 90. Wow, you're looking for that 90 target. I thought we were going to get a much stronger bounce. I thought we were going to see something like this. Back up to 93 before rejecting. Nope. This is looking like it just can't catch bids for the life of it. Wow. That makes sense though if you look at the timing here. I bet, okay, on the 20th hour. When did Bitcoin? No, I forgot these times aren't going to be the same. Whatever. Unable to catch bids. Oh, yes. Look at this. This is amazing. This is, one of the... Dude, the dollar is such a hard thing to do TA on. But this call back here, early November, is in the TC Hall of Fame. Yes, it did manage to get back into this wedge before following trajectory anyway. This call was amazing. Little did I know that it would keep going so quickly. No, this doesn't even look right. This is too quick. This is too fast. I think we'd have to see something like this. I think if we see this on the dollar, that's the thing, is there's really no momentum legs here. This is the only real momentum leg on this whole move. This whole downward move. I guess we can consider this one too, but not really. We don't have any of these momentum legs that should give us those sharp declines. It's just like one super duper long descending wedge or descending channel. And you would expect that to break up. It just can't catch bids. Nobody wants dirty fiats anymore, man. Nah, that's not the truth. The truth is likely stimulus threats and uncertainty about what 2020 will or 2021 will bring economic wise. Likely the real factors there. Yeah, the great Chuck Norris is here. Welcome, Chuck Norris. I am honored and unworthy, my friend. Unworthy. Yeah, Dixie looks sick. It's gonna bounce. I need to like really drive this home. I need to drive this home. This will bounce. I drew this kind of hastily because that's what it's looking like. This could play out. This could be what happens. But after I zoomed out, I'm not like so into it. I don't think it looks as good anymore. Really what I'm looking for is some kind of sideways ascending channel trading, because it's going to bounce. It always has some kind of bounce where you know, because other assets all of a sudden people are trying to get out of those, so they get into cash, and that just causes it to bounce. So it will catch a bounce. It will. But in my opinion, when it does, it's likely to mirror this, where it has a really solid bounce, but really that bounce just takes it back into the back to the top of whatever channel it's in, and then it just sells off again. That's what I'm looking for. That's wild. So don't think that the dollar is going straight down. That's very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Because as the dollar goes down and assets go up, people sell their assets to lock in profit, which pushes that value back into dollars, which makes the dollar bounce, and the dollar bounces. It's all this circle, this ecosystem. It's a circle of life. I won't ever sing again. I can't sing. Robert Melendez. Pivx? I think Pivx is legit. I think it's legit. Proof of stake. It's proof of stake. It's a privacy coin. You know, I was talking to the Pivx people, and I was supposed to do some episode on, but I've just been so busy. What I like about Pivx, and I have to admit, I don't know enough to make a super educated opinion, but what I do like about it is just how much activity they've been doing on the dev side. That's meaningful. It's meaningful. That's what you want. You want a coin. The newer the coin, the more true that is. But you want a coin that's being actively worked on. You do. I see an interesting potential here for a harmonic. If we do see this low break, an interesting potential. Oh yeah. I don't know what this will be, but this certainly looks like a harmonic to me. I guess it would have to be here technically. Nah. I'll make it fit. That's how harmonics work. You jam them in. I'm just playing. So yeah, let's see. 18,400. If we see a break of this 18.6, potentially supportish level. A bounce there could be solid. Bounce there could be a solid upside. I think I'm just gonna start making up my own harmonic stuff, because that's really what I've done with everything, and it ends up working. So I think I'm just gonna do that. So in this harmonic I just made up, I'm looking for a measured move. From it. Let's say that's 20,060. Yep. This is just a Tom harmonic. I mean, think about it. I've kind of just like made up my own stuff and learned by it not working over and over again and modifying it until I figured out what I was doing. So why not just do that with harmonics too? This is I don't know. Maybe it is one. Maybe it is by chance. It actually is a valid harmonic. I don't know. Harmonic pros out there, feel free to fact check me. Looks good. Anyway. 970. Wow, hey, the bots are giving it a like. They must like something we're saying. Thank you. Thank you, bots. I don't know why you're here, but I appreciate you. I wish that you were actually viewing the stream, though, which doesn't seem likely, actually. Doesn't seem likely that you're actually viewing it. But hey, you know, it is what it is. I dig it. Tom's Krabby Patty Harmonic. Patricia. Oh, Trisha, not Patricia. Sorry about that. Tom's Krabby Patty. No, let's just call it the Crown Krabby Patty. That'll be the harmonic. Francesco Gonzalez, welcome, brother. Why do I wear sunglasses? Why don't you wear sunglasses? Does there have to be a reason? Does there? And if you want to know what I look like, there are plenty of videos without me wearing my sunglasses. And pictures. Plenty. Yeah, bots learn to hit the likes. Hey, dude, at least they're hitting the likes. I'll take it. I mean, they're not going to give us views if they're not going to chat. I mean, maybe they're really intelligent bots and they want to talk about charts. John Doe, that's the real truth. I don't have any eyes. It's actually funny. I don't know if the lighting is bright enough. But due to the green screen filters, it's actually true. My eyes are just holes in my head when I take these off. Lawyered. Zach B, my man. How I Met Your Mother fan. Lawyered. Yeah, dude, they never give thumbs up, so cool. Cute. At least they're pulling their weight here this time. 40k thumbs up target. Alright. That's the bummer though, is like they're not giving any views, they're just somehow giving likes without views. You know what, I wouldn't want those views because they're illegitimate. If YouTube's listening, that's how I feel. Whew. Wow, holy crap, we've already ooh, dry throat caught a bit. Oh, I got it, Zach. You stick around, buddy. You stick around, I like you. It's Always Sunny. Or not It's Always Sunny. I do like It's Always Sunny, too. How I Met Your Mother references on. You stick around, my friend. You get in that Discord. Get in that Discord. Man, we've been live for 3 hours. I really didn't plan on being on this long, so I don't know what to do. I might cut it. I might not. All these sweet bot likes, though. So. I don't think the market looks bearish. I think it looks legit. I think it looks too legit to quit. We'll see. Ooh, here we go, Trish. Slash Sharknado. The bullish crown Krabby Patty. That's gonna be the harmonic. The bullish crown Krabby Patty. Because I know there's like a bullish crab. Bit to quit. You're leaving. Abdiweli Hassan. We'll see you later, brother. Have a good one. I feel like I should go too, man. I streamed for like 8 hours yesterday. There's like a bunch of stuff I need to get done with my life that I did not get done yesterday. Is what it is. I'd like to see if it bounces here though. I'd like to see if it bounces. Maybe right here. Now we're pioneers. We're defining what this Krabby Patty. It can be abbreviated to BCCP. BCCP. Bullish Crown Krabby Patty. Okay. Well, I do have to go to the bathroom, that's for sure. I'm gonna go PS. Not really the way I usually talk. But not saying we're done yet. Not saying we're not done. We'll see what happens in the next 3 or 4 minutes while I'm in the bathroom. Maybe 5 minutes, let's be realistic. While I'm in there, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell. I guess there's really no point of even liking the stream. I have a bajillion likes now. But Discord, super important. But, throw both of those out. While I'm in the bathroom. Click that link that's to the Patreon. Even if you have no interest in it, click the link, just take a look at what it is. Do that for me. Today is the best day to sign up, so it's the first of the month, you get the best value. Do that for me, just click it. Crap. Use it while I'm on the toilet. Yeah, do that for me, check it out. Be right back. Alright. Alright. No, I'm not related to the K rounds. Nay, we're the C rounds. Dude, Count Sacula, I'm down with that. What if the bots learn to start tipping? Then they're welcome here. Oh man, guys. We are on hour like 12 of the last 24, or out of the last 24. Where I've been live, so I'm pretty beat. Pretty beat. Can't lie, P beats. Let's do a quick run through of some charts. See if that re-energizes me. Dollar. Not catching bids. Not the catching bid. I have no lines representing the huge CME gap. Well. Let's start step one. This is a new chart for the day. I like to make new charts for each day, get a fresh look. And then we end up at some point pulling up previous charts and comparing them, seeing what we were looking at the days before. See if we can divine anything new out of them. Wow, check that out. This is from the 28th. Cool. Right on back, man. Boom. That's funny. But so that's the reason there's a lot of maybe things, because worst enemy, the worst enemy in charting is noise. Too much noise, too much unimportant data clouding our minds and really hiding what might be important data from us. So that's why I do that. But to fully answer your question, why do I not have anything about CME? You guessed it. I don't really give any weight. I don't see. It is not of my opinion, at least, that CME gaps really have anything to do with price, the spot price. Not of my opinion, no. I actually looked at that already in this stream. If I can find it, I've just a jillion charts up now. Can I close? Okay, I'll need two of these. That's a good one. This. Ooh, wow. S&P 500 hitting perfectly to the top of our ascending wedge today. Looking Verge. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Looks high support. Do it. Gold back in our box. Here we go. Here's the CME chart. So no, man, I really, and this is not something I'm just saying today. If you've been, people who have been here, yo, Rico, we have another Rico. Welcome, Rico, man. Great to have you in our fam. This is not something new. This is something I've been saying since, I don't know, 2019, start of 2019. No, I don't really give any significance to CME gaps. Multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. One, CME, to my knowledge, is settled in dollars, not in Bitcoin. So that is definitely one of the reasons. Another one of the reasons is just CME is its own market. So what? Wow, we actually have a new gap. I do keep track of the gaps though. Mostly just because it's something to do. People are interested in them. I like to have it. I like to have the most up-to-date info. It's a big part of streaming. You don't do the things for you, you do them for others. But no, man, I don't find them important. I don't really think they matter. What, Bitcoin has like a 89 or 86 or something percent retest of pivot points. So really, name any number and it's likely that price will go back there. So the fact that these gaps get filled most of the time, it's not really compelling for me, because you could pick any number and it would eventually it returns to it almost always, you know, with a very high probability. And then I guess the final nail in this coffin for me is, look at this, back in July. We still have a gap open from July. Not filled. Look at this, we have a gap open from early October. Still $20 not filled. Gap from mid-October. $45 not filled. There's just so many. I don't know. I just don't give them any significance. It's been my opinion for years. Really, honestly, since they started trading. I have not thought they were very significant. So that's why. And also, another reason, CME trades at a different price than spot. So to put CME prices on a spot chart doesn't really make sense. I mean, it's not absurd, but it just doesn't really make sense. Like, they trade at different prices. They're technically trading different things too. CME trades in increments of $5, whereas that's not true anywhere else. And they also trade in like units of 5, or I don't know. There's a bunch of weird stuff. But no, bottom line, I just don't think they're important. Never have. Not a popular opinion. Hello from the Mitten. Hello, Mitten. What does the Yellen for Secretary of Treasury mean? I don't know, man. I don't know who he is. Yeah, never filled 9,665. Yo, Rico, awesome, man. It's great to have you. I just read your message. Yeah, yesterday was a crazy stream. I'm out of energy. Smoo Mosi, what do I think about 590 to 520? I don't think that's a super great trade personally. I don't know where you're getting 520 from, like from here? I mean, it could work. It's possible. I wouldn't make that trade personally, no. Honestly, I wouldn't go short on ETH at all right here. Personally. Again, my personal opinion. I would not. Not with this funky pattern waiting to play out. Near. Put in a higher high. You didn't get higher RSI though on the 1 hour. What did you get on the daily? No, you didn't even get it on the daily. I'm not sure what the play is. We're really just waiting for the market to resolve. I think trading right here is a lot higher risk than is like needed. You know, that's the advantage of trading over going to a casino, is that you get to choose. You get to choose your own risk. You get to choose when you play. You get to choose when you stop, what you want to bet. You know, there aren't rules like in a casino, and so we should take advantage of them. And that means sometimes the best trade is no trade. That it does. I'll update these here. So Kraken, no, Gemini. Gemini is the only spot exchange that has not put in a new all-time high. Yesterday was just Kraken and Bitstamp had, and Coinbase and Gemini had not. Coinbase did, and that's when we actually saw that selling. Spicy. I'd like to see Gemini confirm it. I'd like all the spot chain exchanges to be in agreement, but if any of them weren't going to be in agreement, I would take Gemini. That's very low volume. Hide user. Hide anyone who is, honestly, even if they're joking, you should probably hide them. There is no one giving away free Bitcoin. There's no one giving away free XRP. Those are all scams. Every single one of them is a scam. Hands down, no questions asked. All of them. Do not send anyone your cryptocurrency. They are not going to send you more back. I promise. I don't know, Trish. Maybe not. Maybe at a casino they got those big dudes and they intimidate you. Make you trade. Make you play. Alright. It looks like the bots are going away. That's good. Solid. Back to the real people. What I think we're going to do here, guys, is hype's a little low. I'm beat. This is like 12 plus hours of streaming now in 24 hours. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to link this in the chat. It's also pinned to the top of the chat, the pinned message. Go check out the Patreon. Today is the best day. First of the month. Best day to sign up. You get the most value out of it. Comes with one-on-one tutor or one-on-one mentoring with me. Daily exclusive trade setups, technical analysis posts, macro market observations, things like that. It's for people looking to improve their trading skills of any range, whether you're experienced or brand new. Specifically brand new people, though, I think have a lot of value there. Check it out. You don't want to wait till later in the month to sign up. You're just going to end up paying the same amount for less days. So consider it today, man. Take a look, see what it offers. If it sounds valuable to you, pull the trigger, don't wait. Yeah, check out that Patreon. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're live daily here every day. Hopefully not 12 hours every other day. That's too much. And to keep up with our streams, Discord is the best way. There's also 24/7 live streaming there. Live chat. My buttons aren't working. Oh, they're working. There we go. Make sure you're in the Discord. It's the only way to know when we go live every day. And it's free. Lots of educational resources. Stuff like that. So jump in Discord. Check out Patreon, because today's the day to sign up. Best day out of the entire month, and will be the best day until January 1st, when our memberships are likely to change. But yeah, do those things, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, or maybe if it gets real crazy here tonight, maybe we'll be back on. Maybe. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the Discord. I'll see you in there later. We'll be chatting. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Hey, hey, Bella B. I'm losing my voice. Get in that Discord. Check out that patron. We've gotten probably like 10 new patrons today. We're on our way to 100 patrons. Would be awesome to get there. Check it out. Love you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow at the latest. Brown out.